BK Boxing. Let's talk boxing, man. I know it's been a while, but I've been busy. I'm back with Miss Ada Velez. Gonna bring her in, so everybody stay tuned and hope you enjoy the interview. Give me one. Let's hope Instagram don't have no hiccups today. Y'all good days and bad days with Instagram, but like I said, it's been a while, but I've been busy. But I'm back, man. I'm gonna start dropping these. Hey, how you doing? Can
Here
you
I
hear me?
am. Hey, I can hear you.
All right, man. Everybody know who this is. Man, the first women's Puerto Rican world champion, Miss Ada Velez. She's doing big things, and we're gonna talk about all of it today. It's been a while since we talked, but I know you've been busy. Me, I've been busy as well. You told me on the phone the other day or whatever. No, you messaged me and told me you just recently opened a new gym.
Yes, I did. Yes,
How's
I
that
did.
working out?
Thank God everything is working out so good. I mean, I'm just blessed and overwhelmed. So many people are helping me um, cope with what all the situations that I've been through. So now I thank God that everything is just falling into place. And I'm over here in Oakland Park, address 4553 Northeast 6th Avenue. That's in Oakland Park, Florida. And the zip 33334. Come and join, man. It's just overwhelmed that, I've gotten so much help from everyone. A lot of people.
And God truly good. That's one thing about it. God gonna bless us at all times. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? And it's truly a blessing. I know right now. How many fighters do you have yourself personally, amateur or pro?
All right, in total, you
Yes,
want in total?
man.
Well, in
Oh,
total, I got about a good 16, 17.
okay, 16, 17. That is a handful. That's a lot right there.
Yeah, a handful. I got, bare
Any
knuckle
world champions
fighters.
yet?
Oh, I got bare knuckle fighters. Howard Davids, HD. I got Rambo. Of course, I got the one and only Rosalinda Rodriguez, female, one of the best fighters. I have Reed, Alberto. I got so many of these heavyweights now. My amateur, Mexican assassin. I mean, Bubba. I mean, Gene Paul. They're all in there in the mix, working all together.
Wow, wow. Do you have any world champions yet?
Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. Soon by September. Yes,
So September.
yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about Rose, and do you think she's gonna be your first world champion?
I believe her and Howard Davis.
Okay.
I
Right,
believe
Howard Davis.
both of them. I got Golden Glove champions and national champions. I do have them in my gym, amateurs. So, but my pros, I'm gonna get there.
Uh, yeah, you definitely gonna get there because you're dedicated, and this man, that's one thing I love about you. I keep up with you. I watch everything you're doing, and you're very dedicated. And I know one thing about it: if you're dedicated, your fighter's gonna be dedicated as well.
Exactly. Exactly. There's a lot of coaches. Of course, we got to pay bills. Of course, we got a lot of responsibilities. But if you go ahead and you show them more the love and the passion for it, they're gonna keep on coming. I always tell my fighters and their parents, I tell them, I don't look in what's in your pocket. I look what's in your heart. And if you want your
Right.
kid to be on top or your daughter to be on top, I'm gonna make that happen.
Right, definitely. I started boxing at an early age, and I've really been debating. My son is 6 years old, and I've really been trying to figure out at what age I want him to start. I do want to get him in it, but what do you feel like is a good age for a
six
kid
years
where they can
old.
stay focused?
6 years
Six
old.
years old.
Yeah,
So,
their attention expand is up to 30 to 45 minutes. And
right,
I do also small little kids, um, from 6 to 10 in that age group. And I mean, but yes, 6 years old. That's where I start them.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. I was just been really up in arms about it. That's a big move to make, but I definitely want him to experience it. And I think a lot of people don't know boxing. Man, one thing about it is discipline, and it teach you discipline. It ain't to go teach a person how to go beat nobody up or jump over people, but it teaches them a lot about structure and stuff at an early age.
Correct. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And one thing I know you keep up with boxing like I do, and there's been a lot of talk I've seen. Like one thing I hate about certain boxing channels in general, like people like to pick sides, and I try to stay neutral and down the middle and call it like I see it when it comes to fighters. And one thing with the women's boxing right now, a lot of people are up in arms about Amanda Serrano and Clarissa Shields, two people that we spoke about before, and I've seen them not really going back and forth, but saying a few things. I've seen some of the comments from Clarissa, not as much as from some Amanda. But I don't. Do you ever think that fights possibly could happen, or they're just too big of a weight difference?
I believe, and I said this before to you. Everyone got to be in their. They got to stay in their lane. I mean,
Definitely.
if you feel that you can get down to weight, get down and offer whatever, okay, get down to weight, and then you can talk. Okay, and then you can call out. But right now, for now, everyone should just stay in their lane. Be be what they are. They're world champions. I'm a two-time world champion, 118 to the 122. When I bump into the 122 division, you don't see me calling nobody, but only
Hmm.
Melissa Honey Girl. But you know what? There's such certain call you can do, but if you just keep on doing it over and over and over and calling out, you know what? It does make you look a little desperate, a little bad, and it doesn't fit you right. We're gonna
Right.
walk each other as a professional, walk professional, speak professional, act professional, but calling out all these people, you know, ah, it doesn't doesn't make much of a difference. Amanda Serrano, she's the one, what, 145. She ever went higher than that? I mean, come on. When you get up to 154, the one up there, Clarissa is so good at that weight. Clarissa, it's just like that's her domain. That's her spotlight. Clarissa is a wonderful and beautiful fighter. And I'll never take that away. Amanda is good at her weight. Alicia Baumgartner is so good at her weight. You see? And sometimes these girls, some of them, I'm not calling no names out, but some of them, they need money. Some of them needs more attention so that they can get the spotlight. Sometimes that's why I see that at times. But you know what? Stay humble. Make a career out of yourself. Stay rich. Buy building. Buy something that you can remain and staying floating with the money. But that's how I feel about it.
Definitely, definitely. I agree with you 100% on everything you said. I think the reason you see the women going back and forth like they do is because of the money issue and having to try to make a big fight and go down or go up 2 or 3 weight classes just to do it.
You're
I think that's
risking,
the
yeah,
problem.
you're risking it. You're risking it big time. You're risking it, your life. You're risking it, your career. You're risking a lot. You're putting your life in jeopardy, and just because you want to call someone out, but I wish everyone the best, and I love Alicia Baumgartner. I love her. I love Amanda Serrano. The girl, she's real tough, Puerto Rican fighter.
Yeah.
Um, I proved a lot in her weight category. She's a three-time weight division, three, four.
I think it is me. I think it's somewhere around. I think it is 3 or 4. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going
She's
to. I
yo,
think, but
my
it
my
is.
hats, my hats go to her. But then the older you get, come on now. The older you get, the more damage you do to your body, you know, and
Yes.
and it takes a toll. It does take a toll. I went 2 times at 126. I said, hell no. I'm gonna go right back down because these girls too big. You know,
Right.
they hit harder. They like shit. No, no, no.
Yeah.
And even I won, but I knew what my body could take.
Right.
So
And that's what I'm scared of, not cutting you off with Bud Crawford. I think Bud Crawford is a phenomenal all-time great fighter. But I believe going up to 168 to face Canelo, a person that we know has a cast iron chin, he punches really hard. I just think it's a bad move. I don't want to see Bud put his legacy on the
I
line for a dollar like that.
listen. I agree with you. I do agree with you. Um, listen, he's the cash cow. Come on now.
Yeah,
He's got the money.
yeah,
That's number one. Number two is, Crawford is a beautiful, talented fighter. I love him. He's one of my favorites.
yes.
And you're just putting, so you're going up to a weight and look at his last performance
Right,
who he
right.
fought. And that was hard for him. That was
It
very
was.
hard for him, and imagine you go more up higher. No, 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 no. That's why I say, come on, guys and females, stay in your lane. If you're going to bump up to a weight, go up one time. But don't go up three, four, five out of suddenly because you're chasing, you know, you're
Yeah,
chasing a legacy. You already are a legacy. You already made, you're a world class, unified world champion. What is there to prove? What is it?
right, right. I mean, Crawford is a two-time undisputed champion. I believe him and one more person, the only two people to ever do that in two weight classes to be undisputed in both weight classes. I believe that's him and Monster anyway. You don't have anything left to prove. You've done everything. You're undefeated. You said that your finances are in order. I think people don't realize the chances they're taking when they're making these type of moves. Is it really for legacy, or is it for the fact that Canelo can put 50 or $60 million in your pocket?
Oh
Because we know that's what Canelo is capable of doing.
yeah, oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. It's gonna happen to Bilanga. Bilanga, I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
Put your mouth where it's supposed to be. And look, you got it. You asked for it. Now, just because he's Puerto Rican doesn't make me want to go for him.
Right,
No, did you just know what you just did? Because you analyze a lot of the guys and the girls got this ego and this machoviness, like, yo, I'm tough, I'm strong. I know, no, no, no. You listen. I mean, technique, style, IQ, relaxation in that ring. Yo, Canelo got
right,
all that, and it is true what he said. You need 20 of you to beat me. Yo, because
right,
he is so, so very, very, so smart in the ring. He knows when he breaks you down. He knows where's your weakness. You cannot just go into the ring and just because, oh, I just got a belt, I know I'm a world champion. No, you still need a belt yourself to get to up there.
right.
No matter if you
Yes,
got a world title, doesn't make you the best in the world. No, you still got to work harder.
definitely. And I'm scared that Eric Berlinga doesn't really realize. I heard Fat Joe in his ear telling them and talking about what he's gonna do. Man, I really don't think they know how good Canelo Alvarez really is,
Yeah.
and you're gonna find out. I mean, Canelo's not gonna carry him like he did Hammy McGill. I feel like he felt like Hammy respected
He
him,
respected
and both of them being
him.
Mexican fighters.
No, he just bought him. He
Right?
bought him even a Jeep Mercedes. Come on,
Yeah.
he even bought him a car, like a Jeep, beautiful, beautiful. And
Right.
he knew he had come. He even said it. Canelo said, I had compassion over him." So he
Yep.
knew that he could have just finished him, but he didn't.
Yep.
Now this
He didn't
one,
want to kill his career
oh, now this one, oh Lord, I can't
because
even
he been
forget,
talking. He been talking.
Lord. No, no. There's no comparison for
Man,
this
man.
one. I don't.
I How do you feel about okay? Canelo can do what he want to do. We know that he's made all the money he wants to make. He's still the cash cow of boxing. He has the best fan base in boxing when it comes to having a big fan base because it ain't just Mexican people. Canelo has a real worldwide fan base. And that's what you have to have these days in boxing to do what he's doing. I think Javante Tank Davis is on that same, like he's on that same, path or whatever. He's right there on the cups of being, maybe a Canelo Alvarez as far as, being able to be a cat. So they said he just signed a $230 million contract or something like that. Javante Tank Davis did, but Turkey Al Sheet. I know you heard of him and what he's doing for boxing. Some people said he's bad for boxing. Some people saying he's good. How do you feel about him?
I mean, it's a day for everyone. He's good in a way, but he's not a manager. He doesn't know boxing. He just got the
Right.
money. He's got
That's
money.
it.
And
He got
everyone
money.
is running to that money, like Eddie Hearns. Everybody's running to him, you know,
Yeah.
and that's where the money's at. And but I just if he would have known a little bit more boxing, why are you gonna put Crawford with Canelo? That's no, that doesn't. It don't make sense.
It
Money at
doesn't.
times do make sense, but at weight, at putting
And
your life in jeopardy, it don't make sense.
you know, and I'm gonna say this. I've been telling people for the longest time now that Jared Big Baby Anderson only had 15 fights that he wasn't ready to truly step up.
Big
And the guy
baby,
they put him in the ring with, yes, Jared Big
yeah,
Baby Anderson.
I
Jared
know
Big
him.
Baby Anderson was not ready. He was not ready to step up. That guy they put him in the ring with, a lot of people didn't know him, but I knew that guy was the truth. I knew this, you know what I'm saying? And they threw him in there because of money, and he was not ready for that fight.
He wasn't. He wasn't. Big baby, he still needed, still get warm up fighters, build up more his confidence, build up more his record. Because
Right.
15, to tell you the truth, 15-0, that's not a record. To me, it's not.
No.
You gotta be surpassed when you're up to your 30s. Yo, someone should gotta look at this man now. Uh-oh. But 15-0, no, it doesn't. You're just a starter. You're starting, you know. You're a power hitter. Yes, you're a knockout, but are you a skillful fighter that where you can knowing
Right.
how you can adapt so to someone that is stronger than you, or even skillful? How can you adapt? And a lot of people can't adapt to fighters. You can switch it up when you want to need to be a boxer. You can switch it up when you want to be a brawler, and a lot of fighters are not like that.
Right. And when he got in trouble, he didn't know what to do. You could see that he didn't know how to adjust. When he realized that he couldn't hurt the guy, now it becomes a boxing match,
Correct.
and he wasn't able to adjust. I seen that he didn't know, like, okay, I can't hurt this guy. What do I do now? It wasn't there. He wasn't ready, and that's where experience comes in at. And we got to stop throwing these young fighters in there, thinking that everybody doesn't have 300 or 400 amateur fights like a Lomachenko or even the guy that Terrence Crawford just fought. He had like I guess 200 or 300 amateur fights. That's why when you're looking at an 11-0 record, you're really not looking at an 11-0 record, but you're looking at an experienced fighter.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct.
And Roy Jones had just made a statement about the Olympics, and I wanted to see how you felt about this. He said the fighters now we don't have the same. He was saying something about to the extent that it's not the discipline that we once had, or that's why we're not doing good in the Olympics. But I kind of lean towards the fact too that a lot of these countries have grown men they're putting in the ring. They're putting professional and people with 300 and 400 amateur fights they're putting out there, and that makes a big difference. We're putting young guys out there in the Olympics. If we take our professional fighters and put them in there, it's just like when they put the dream team in professional basketball to stop us from getting beat all the time. I think it's a difference.
All right. It is. It is a big difference. A number, a record, who you fight, and if you put a fighter that has 30, 40 fights against a fighter that has over 200 fights, guess who's gonna
Right.
win? It's jeopardized. It's like shaky. I believe that Olympics and nationals and um, all big tournaments, big tournaments, should should eliminate the record. Meaning, I mean, a person that has 40, 50 fights. Put him with someone that has 40 to 60 or 70 fights. Don't put him with someone
Right.
that's over 200. You know, and that's why Olympus, you know, is going down. Is going down because, like what you say, they're putting up with all these big guys that haven't even turned pro, which they supposed to have been pro, like Lomachenko. Lomachenko, if he would have been at least 100 fights, Lomachenko would have been woof a world whole. But he had over 200 fights before he goes pro, and it was like, does it make
Right.
sense? No, it don't make sense.
No, it definitely doesn't. And I just hope that they try to figure out a way to change that up. We got to definitely do better. And like I said, I think the talent is there.
Hmm.
And you see when they go pro, then you start to see a difference once the fighters are on the same level. You see how good we do. To me, that's where you really can tell. Okay, like now this guy has more experience. I can see why he lost to this guy. It's a fight like I want to see. I want to see Keyshawn Davis versus Andy Cruz in the pros. I want to see Keyshawn.
Oh yeah,
He lost.
oh yeah,
Have you been watching Keyshawn Davis in and keeping up with him? Have you been keeping up with Keyshawn Davis in there? Have you been watching him?
yeah,
Do you
oh yeah.
think? Have you watched? And what about? So I know you've seen Andy Cruz. How do you think that fight plays out right now?
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a chess match. It's gonna be a chess match. That's all it is. It's gonna be a chess match,
Yes.
and Keyshawn's just a real strong fighter. You know,
Yes, he is.
he's a
He
strong fighter, man.
definitely,
You know,
uh,
and I give him
uh,
that still. My dog,
definitely.
go.
And uh, right, I know Ryo. He just. I know you seen the fight between him and Pitbull, man. Shout out to Ryo. He took care of business. I was skeptical about that fight at first, but I really did. I like Ryo. Did you get the opportunity to see the fight between him and Pitbull?
Oh man, he outboxed him. He boxed him
Yes, he did.
because
Yes, he did.
he knew for a fact. Hey, hey, hey. He knew for a fact that Pitbull is a one way fighter. This is what I'm
One,
telling you. He's a one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But all he does is come
yeah,
forward. He don't know how
that's
to
it.
box.
And people didn't realize that. And man, Robert Garcia to me is one of the best trainers. When it comes to putting game plans together, that guy right there, man. He to me, he's one of my favorite
Yeah,
trainers.
yeah.
I think he's an excellent trainer,
Great.
and it was the perfect game plan, and it worked to perfection.
Oh, it
Virgil
was
Ortiz,
real good.
Turkey Al-Ashir is trying to put Virgil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford together at one time. Names kind of backed up off of it, but once again, Oscar De La Hoya, being who he is, he knows boxing. Like that's one thing we know. De La Hoya knows boxing. You feel like Virgil Ortiz is ready for Bud Crawford right now?
Right, that's a good fight. You see,
Good
that's a good
fight.
fight there. That's a good fight. I will go for Crawford, but
Right.
that would be a good fight. That would be a good fight.
Definitely. Definitely. It would be a better fight than him going up fighting definitely a Canelo Alvarez, who I tell people I don't care what they say. I love Bud. They're crazy. They think he beats Canelo Alvarez. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
Yeah, no, no,
But
I
I
don't.
want to, yeah, you don't see it. I want to see Boots, maybe Boots and Virgil. I want Boots to go up to 154. I don't think, I know he wants to be undisputed, but 147, is there really anything there for Jerron Boots Hennessy at 147?
Um, I mean, they should have put. That's another good match for Crawford, since he called them out at one time, and I believe that Boots will be good for Crawford. Again, Crawford on top for me. Boots is still young, and you know he still needs to learn. His last fight, he did good, not excellent. He just
Yeah,
did good. You see,
done good.
people wants to see, like, look at a man, my boy Tank, yo, you know, that's explosion, that's skills, that's
Yeah,
timing, that's IQ, you know. And when you know you see a fighter, that is like that, then you gotta be like, okay, let him go up, shoot. But no, no, climb down your monkey butt to 147, fight Crawford or Ortiz, and see where you at. You know, your slick moves are
Mm-hmm.
good. He's real good. Knockout punch, you got to think about that. You know,
Yeah.
but to me, I mean, everybody's racing for that money.
Yeah, everybody running for that money right now. And I mean, I understand, but Tank and Shakur Stevenson is a fight I want to see. I don't know. It's like I think Tank and his people are kind of leaning away from that fight because they think it's going to be a boring fight stylistically. I have Tank winning. I don't think that I think Shakur Stevenson has wonderful skills. I think he's an all-time great defensive fighter. But the thing I believe is going to be the difference, and people don't like saying this, you're not going to win a fight where you don't engage with Tank. Tank is the superstar. If you're not willing to engage, the judge is not going to give you that fight. You can't fight him like you fought Elwin and think you're going to get a victory like that on points. You're going to have to engage. You're going to have to take chances if you want to beat Tank. And I don't see that happening.
Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you. He's a great, skillful fighter. Yes, he is. Yes, yes, Shakur is a skillful fighter, beautiful fighter. Um, but people wants to see something different. And what Tank is about, he's about his fans, and he wants to
Yeah,
please his fans. He want to make them happy, and that their money is so worth it to see him fight. But with that fight, like Tank said, he's gonna be running. He's gonna
yeah,
run, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Come on, we're gonna fight or what?
yeah. He's gonna run. He's
Yeah.
definitely gonna run. He's not gonna engage. He's not gonna engage with Tank.
No.
The last time we talked, Ryan Garcia was on the cup, so either he hadn't been suspended, and we was waiting to see what was gonna happen. Now with the suspension and everything we know, how do you feel about that situation?
About
And
Ryan Garcia.
as far as, yeah, you remember when we talked last time, he hadn't been suspended. We both was waiting to see what was gonna happen. And now he got suspended for a year. Do you think it was fair enough time? How do you feel about that?
I mean, it was enough for them to take away that loss. They took it. So
Right,
Haynes is no loss no more. He got his belt. Okay, he got his belt. So I believe a 3 to 6 month suspicion would have been fine,
right,
but not
right,
don't get not a whole year. Come on,
right,
I mean
right.
it showed that he didn't have it, was positive. Then it showed it was negative. Then it showed it was positive. Then it was negative. It was back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Listen, make that fight happen again. They should make that fight happen again and see the
Definitely,
outcome.
definitely.
They should have made that fight again.
I'm wondering though. They fought a lot as the amateurs. I think it was 3-3, and they know each other well. And let's just take the steroids out of the equation and look at the way they fought each other. Do you think the fight played out differently?
Actually, that's how always Ryan fights. Very like
Right.
he fights like that, and Haynes hasn't much changed. He still have that amateur, especially Ryan got still that amateur style,
Yeah.
even though he's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But he got that left hook. Oh my God, he hit you with it, and
Man.
he hit him. He
Man.
connected it. Um, I believe in that fight, Haynes had a choice from
Right.
the he had a choice to take the fight or not. When they went in and weigh in, came over. He was over 3 pounds. You got a choice. Do you want to fight him or go through it? And, and right
Yeah.
there, they did testing. They did all that. They did the physical. They did all that. And he agreed, okay, I still want to fight, even though I took 1 million off of 3 million off his purse because of every weight.
1 point. Yeah.
Yeah, so
1.5
it
to
was
be
five.
exact.
Yeah, it's something where, and but hey, take take the loss, and have that rematch. It's still, but he took the fight. He took the fight. Like Tank said, he took the fight. He had a choice to back up. He should have said,
Yes,
"No, I'm
indeed.
not gonna go through this shit," or let
Right,
me let me just fight him because I'm a champion.
right. And his dad is his manager. If it's my son and my son, we know what boxing, man. You putting your life on the line every time you step in the ring. So if I know these things before the fight, I'm not gonna put my son in the ring with him. Now I'm talking about the weight. I don't think they knew. I don't think they exactly. I don't want to quote myself and say they knew about the steroid allegations or whatever before the fight, but they knew about the 3 pounds. They know how much 3 pounds can make a big difference. We know those last 3 pounds are really hard to get off. Losing weight, man, people ain't never cut weight. Losing those last 3 pounds is really difficult.
Right.
So I don't know if 1.5 million is enough for me to put my son's life on the line. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, they done what they wanted to do. We just me looking at it from the outside looking in
yo,
and
he
saying the
went
way I
for
would
it.
have handled it.
He went for it, and the belt wasn't no more online, so he took it. He took the fight. He took the fight. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes a lot of men and a lot of women got this ego. Like, dog, nobody ain't gonna get mad at you if you back up. Yo,
Right.
you play that shit smart. You're protecting your record. You're protecting yourself. You know, nobody gonna
Yeah,
let's make this happen in another couple of months or a couple of weeks. We'll make this fight, but not today. But he took it. He took it, and you
definitely.
saw
And
that.
now
Go ahead.
uh, I don't think he wants to do it again. I've heard him. I think even though the steroids is out there, I've been listening to Devin Haney. I don't think that his confidence level. I'm ready to see him fight again. I think he needs a few fights in between there to definitely get some wins under his belt before they do it, because I think his confidence level is real low right now from the way he's been talking.
I agree. I agree. I
You know what I'm saying?
agree. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to
Yeah,
see. Before I let you go, I want to ask you this. Your top, the Mount Rushmore. I know everybody has a Mount Rushmore boxes or whatever, but we're gonna take it out of the equation and say your top four Puerto Rican fighters ever. Mount Rushmore.
uh, uh, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. I did my best. It's who was training me. It was like the way, whoever trains you is the way you fight. And
definitely.
I was a brawler. And when I got my first loss, I had to learn how to box, and things like that to keep me as a world champion. Things like that, you got to learn how to adapt. And a lot of people can't adapt like that. So on September 27th, it's an all female card in Atlanta, Georgia, where Alicia Baumgartner is going to be fighting.
Okay.
Spoons, that's going to be for a world champion. I believe it's for her unify her belts. You got Rosalinda Rodriguez, an 8 rounder. You got a lot of girls. It's going to be a spectacular and awesome card, man. You guys don't want to miss it.
Definitely. I definitely. Uh, what is Rosalinda's record right now, and what's her weight class she's fighting at the moment?
Right now, she's 13-0, 13 wins, no losses, and she fights at 118, 119 pounds.
118. So she and how soon do you think she'll be fighting for a world title?
I mean, we're trying to get this world title to happen for this event, but I don't know what happened to a girl just backed up. So now they found another girl. So now this one's just gonna be she's gonna be just a co-main event. But we're definitely looking at September, October, by the mid November, or definitely beginning of December.
Okay, definitely. Then I'll definitely be tuning in. Before I let you go, who are your favorite four Puerto Rican fighters ever?
Why you putting me to the spot? Why you do this to me,
Well, I got
man?
to.
Why you do
I
this
mean,
to
I
me,
got to
man?
ask
There-
because I got to answer that question because I know you have your own list, and I know you have. I mean, there's so many. Like off the top of my head, I would definitely say Felix Trinidad and Miguel Cotto are two of my favorites. I'm just trying to go down the list. Amanda Serrano, it can be women or men, is one of my favorites, you know. But I have, I think Felix Trinidad was my favorite, followed by Miguel Cotto, my top two. You know what I'm saying? Now, your list is a lot longer than mine, and I know that for sure that you have four. You don't have to be in no order, but who is your four outside of you? Who would you put in the four?
Oh well, you actually really you have named them. I had those on top of my head. Felix, known as his left hook. Miguel Cotto with his bull. I call him the bull. He'll come right through
Yeah.
you. He's the one that gave the hell of a freaking fight to Floyd Mayweather. Um,
Yes.
Amanda, I give my hats to her. She's a wonderful, a beautiful fighter, and I'm real proud of her over her accomplishments. Like wow, five. I believe she's a five division world champion, and a lot of people can't do what she did. So I give that
Definitely.
to her. And the fourth one, to be realistic and real honest, me.
That's right. Hey, can't go wrong with that list right there. You can't go wrong. But before Rosa becomes a world champion, tell her I need to talk. I really truly want to get an interview with her and talk to her. Tell her, before the fame hits, I want to say, hey, I got the opportunity to, what I'm saying, to talk to you because I would definitely love to interview her and just see where her head's at. And I always like to ask this. I know a lot of good things are going on with you. Before I let you go, how's your mental?
How's my who?
Your mental? Like, how's everything going in your,
I'm so
yeah,
healthy. I'm going to be in September 15. I'm going to be 54 years old. No high
yeah,
blood pressure, no low blood pressure, no diabetes, no certain, no nothing. By the grace of God, I am healthy and I'm strong.
yes, ma'am. September 17th, 1969.
70, 1970.
1970. Okay, well
Yes.
they got Box
They,
Record
hey, they
got your
crazy.
birthday the
They
wrong
even
year.
got my record
Yeah,
wrong. They even got
yeah,
my
you got
record
21
wrong.
wins, right?
I got
Yeah,
23 wins.
23. They got you at 20.
They dodo heads. They even got my date of birth wrong.
Yeah, you need to go over there to have a talk with them.
They dodo heads. I swear. I'm telling you. But eh,
Yeah,
everybody knows who I am. And that's what counts.
definitely. And I hope your GM God gonna continue to let it flourish, and everything is only up from here. So me and you'll be getting together again. Hopefully before September 27th. I'm definitely gonna be tuning in, and everybody else tune in. Man, y'all go check out that, man. All women's card. That's a beautiful thing right there. Definitely a
Yes.
beautiful thing.
Oh yes. Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Oh well. Thank you
I know
so
you're
much.
big. I know you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
for real.
Carlos, for this
Yeah,
interview. Appreciate you as a person, as a man that acknowledge us females, fighters,
definitely.
and I give you the high most respect.
Thank you. And I'm gonna keep on acknowledging y'all, and I'm gonna keep on watching. Have a blessed day, and when your fighters, whoever, tell them anytime they want to do an interview, I'm here.
Most definitely, you got it.
All right. Thank y'all.
Most definitely.
All
Stay
right.
blessed.
Everybody have
Bye.
a blessed day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Everybody have a blessed day. Keep tuning in. I'll be back again.
Hey, was that the boxer?